Your course into content and how your course makes it easier for you to create content. I am Krisha Sarah Bowen and I help professionals to create premium online course platforms. And today, like I said, I want to share with you how you can turn your course into content. Please let me know that you can hear me and that you can see me before I teach an entire lesson like I did the last half hour and no one can hear me. I just want to make sure that the audio is set. It should be fine. If someone could drop in the comments that you hear me and you see me, that's going to be a great help. Let me actually check on my phone just to make sure that we are live and that we are set. Can you guys give me just 1 minute? Let me just verify that I don't teach for an entire half hour and nobody could hear me. So let me see. I think we should be good. Let me know if you guys are hearing me when you pop on. Say hello. So let me dive into today's topic, turning your course into valuable content. What I have noticed is a lot of people in the online entrepreneur space, online has become very loud. I essentially always call social media a flea market. Everyone has a message and everyone has a proverbial table where they are displaying what they can do, thoughts, ideas, products, services, courses, and trying to get your attention for you to buy. Now, the dynamics of social media because of COVID has changed drastically, and I want to make sure that I equip you with tools that can help you win as a course creator. Now, I remember and I recall when I was purchasing my second vehicle and I went into the dealership. I don't know if where you are, this is how the dealership operates, but in Trinidad and Tobago, when I went to the dealership, he gave me 3 options. He said, Krisha, there is the basic option, there is the upgrade, and there is the fully loaded. So I was asking him, what's the difference between each model? Because essentially, I just wanted a vehicle to take me from point A to point B. Listen, I'm a typical woman. I just start the car and I drive. My dad checks my oil. My dad checks the fluids. Like I don't know anything else but to get in, turn, start, and drive. So when he was explaining this to me, he said, it's basically depends on what you want. If you want just the basic, if you want the upgrade that had additional like rims and spoilers and additional airbags, or do you want the fully loaded that comes with everything, reverse cameras, fog lights, and he called all these specifications. Well, me being me, I like to keep it simple. I'm like, basic will do. Right? I'm using this example to share with you in terms of when you are a course creator, how you can use your course to power your content. Now, most times, some people, when they're creating content, they create content that's very different or not linked to their actual products or their actual course. So we find it frustrating. I know one of the pain points for entrepreneurs is, in fact, creating content, because it feels like we always have to create content and you're wondering, where does this content come from? Well, the content comes from your course. Now, when you are creating content that is not from inside of your course, essentially what you're doing is you are selling a vehicle that does not have tires, that does not have maybe an engine, that does not have a trunk, that does not have basic functionalities. Now, even though I chose to buy the basic Toyota Corolla without the bells and the whistles and the upgrades and the additional things, it was a full solution. It's still a full car. It still can get me from point A to B. It still has everything that allows it to work as a vehicle. So essentially, your content is like my basic car. Your content should be a full solution. Now, what people used to do in the online space many years ago is that you would try to give as little information as possible, get people interested in your content, and then try to convert them to a sale. Anybody remember that? Let me know in the chat. Yes, if you remember that, right? And trying to do that it means that you're now trying to essentially sell a car that doesn't have an engine, that does not have tires, that maybe doesn't even have a trunk, that maybe doesn't even have seats, because it's not a full solution. Your content should essentially be basic, which means that it should be able to, it's a full solution. It's not that you're selling someone a vehicle that cannot move. It's not that you're selling someone a vehicle that cannot be driven. You're selling a full solution. So when you create an online course, right, which is a solution, your content should mirror what's inside of your online course. If the first time people are hearing your content is inside of your course, then you're already starting too late to indoctrinate your audience on your belief. So let me tell you sometimes what people do. People make announcements and they don't launch. What's the difference between the two? You might say, Krisha, well, yeah, I posted a flyer, or yeah, I told people my course is live, or yeah, I told them buy my course. What do you mean that I did not launch my course? Essentially, what you did is you posted an announcement. And when you post an announcement, this is what an announcement looks like. So let's say you are excited about your course launch and you post your course. And then what you get is, congratulations, sis. Congratulations, bro. I'm so proud of you. You're doing well. I see you. Do your thing. You're doing it big. I remember when, like, you get all of these comments that says congratulations, but these comments don't transfer into sales. Or maybe you get people saying, oh, this is so awesome. When is the next one? Like, I hate when... I don't know if you guys have ever seen it or if it has ever happened to you. Like, you post a flyer that your conference or your event or your course is launching on X date. And before trying to sign up for X date, the person in the comments is saying, when is the next one? Well, why do we need the next one? Why can't we just work with the one that's available now? So this is what you get when you make announcements and when you don't actually launch your program or launch your course. So to avoid this, what you should be doing is people should hear your content before they purchase your online course. Your course now converts into your content, and your content is like a basic vehicle. Time out for posting content that is just a partial solution and is not a full solution. People who you help for free usually convert to those that will convert into sales, or people that will buy from you. So essentially, when you're posting content, your content should be a full solution and your content should be powered from your course. Now, I want to show you a few tips in terms of how to convert your course content into your actual content that you post on social media. So essentially, any strong course has up to 8 modules. Am I saying you need to have 8 modules? No, I'm saying that you need to have up to 8 modules. So when we say you need to have up to 8 modules, you can have less, but essentially you don't want to go more than 8 modules. So let's say our course has 8 modules. Essentially, what that means is that converts into 8 weeks of content or 2 months of content. So my course has 8 modules. My content now is broken down into 8 weeks, 1 week per module, right? So I'll give you an example. So the module has lessons. The first module in any online course is usually the mindset module. Somebody dropped that in the chat, the mindset module. And let me just make sure that my audio this time is working and that you guys can hear me. And let me see who's talking to me in the chat. Let me make sure that we are good to go. Okay, so I see we're good. I'm seeing the comments. Okay, awesome. I think we're good. I just had to make sure, guys, because I just had to make sure. Okay, so back to mindset. Usually when people hear mindset or the mindset module, they usually think about things like, I'm just giving examples, right? So if this is you, don't be offended, I'm giving examples. So people usually hear mindset and they think limiting beliefs, self-sabotage, affirmations. There are specific things that come to mind when you think of mindset. Now, I have co-created over 100 online courses. So I've done this in the space for a long time, and I've done, multiple courses and course audits. And usually in mindset, what people think it is telling you about your limiting beliefs or getting you to speak affirmations. Now, I'm not even going to go off on a rant about affirmations. Let me try and stay focused. But let's say, for example, we're working on your first week of content, which comes from your mindset module. Mindset is getting your ideal course participant to believe what you believe. Now, remember, this person may be a stranger or maybe they're known to you. They saw your content on social media. Your content converted them to a client. They've now purchased your online course and they're now inside of your program. The first thing you have to do is make sure that they believe as you believe. The only way to get people the results that you are promising, they have to believe as you believe so that they will do the work when you instruct them in your other 7 modules. So, mindset is not just about limiting beliefs and affirmations and saying things out loud. Mindset is shifting the perspective of your ideal course participant to believe as you believe. Now, let me give you an example. If I were talking, for example, about my online course and I teach people to create premium online courses, in my mindset course, it would look something like this. I will tell you that an online course is the best business asset that you can create for your business. Why am I going to say that? Because that is what I believe, and I want you to believe what I believe. Now, it's not about what else is available in the market. Listen, everyone has a product, everyone has a service. They work, they all work, but you have to find the one that works for you. Now, inside of your course, you have to get your ideal course participant to believe as you believe, or to believe what you believe. So I believe that an online course is the best business asset for your business. When I say it's the best business asset, it means that an online course has the ability to appreciate in value. It's not a liability. If run correctly, your online course has the ability to generate for you multiple streams of income because it is a business asset. Now, if your online course is inside of a book or on your computer in a folder, your online course essentially is dead. I like to say that an online course is dead until it's released. So if your online course is just as in idea form, or it's just somewhere in a book, or maybe you've recorded some modules on your computer, essentially your online course is dead. Your online course becomes alive the minute that you release it. And I believe that an online course is not just the best business asset, but I also believe that your online course is a living thing. I believe that your online course lives. Now, what do I mean by saying your online course is dead if it's not released? Now, when my clients work with me to create an online course, it's their ideas, their mind, we're packaging into a solution. And it's their eyes and my eyes on it, and we're collaborating to release this project. The project is dead because it's not released to their ideal audience of people that will go through the process so that we can see that what we think in theory is going to deliver a result in practical. So until released, your online course is dead. When you release it, it becomes a living thing. Now, living things grow. So I remember when I released my first online course, 2019, even though it was good, the online course that I now teach my clients now in 2023 is vastly different from what I taught then, because once you release the course, it becomes alive. You get to get feedback from your clients, you get to see how they performed, and you get to improve the quality of the course. So your course moves through stages in a life cycle. It actually moves from being an infant to a toddler to adolescent to an adult, and then you keep perfecting it and you keep moving it. So your course is never going to be perfect. If you're someone that is hesitant about releasing your course because you're trying to get it perfect, your course is never going to be perfect unless it's released, because it's dead once it's in your hard drive or it's not released to the world. That course is dead. It becomes a living thing when you release it to your ideal audience and your clients now go through the process. Now, what I like to say is, people say, oh, you could find anything on Google, right? You can't find anything on Google, but Google gives you exactly what you search. Google does not give you something in sequential order to get a result. So if I search how to create an online course, Google is going to tell me how to create an online course. But in those sequences, it's not going to factor in the human element, the psychology of course creation, the design of course creation, the delivery of course creation, the accountability of course creation, the support of course creation. It's not going to outline that you are ready. Once you create a course, you're fighting an uphill battle with your customer. And that battle is me versus me, the me that wants the result versus me that does not want to do the work. So Google is not going to tell you that. But an expert, and I also believe a course creator is an expert, because they've packaged a solution in specific steps to help you get an ultimate result. So if you've created a course, you are an expert. You had the ability to take your knowledge, your skills and obedience, and your skills and your expertise, right? And you've packaged it into solution. So all of that I just told you is mindset. That's a mindset part of my course, because even before I teach you how to create it, I need to get you to believe what I believe and to believe that your course is a powerful business asset. Now, essentially, the first time that my audience hears these things should not be inside of my course, because I'm selling my course through my content even before you ask me to work with me, even before you purchase or even before you sign up. So my course content should be my actual content. Remember my example of the vehicle? 3 options: basic, upgrade, fully loaded. Your content should be the basic format of your online course. It should deliver a full solution, but there are options like upgrades, which is me working through the content with you, or fully loaded, where you get my team to help you work your online course. But your content should not be bits and pieces of random ideas that does not connect to your ultimate solution. So if you are someone that's struggling with your content and you have an online course, what you should be doing is tapping into your course to generate your content. So I told you an online course has 8 modules. I told you the first module is mindset. I told you mindset gets your ideal course participant to believe what you believe. Yes, you can include all the other things about limiting beliefs and all of that. That's fine. But the mindset is bigger than that. You are now moving someone from where they are now to help them to get your solution. They must believe as you believe. So let's say, for example, now let's look at the content side of it, right? Let me know in the chat if you're getting anything from this. Just drop a yes below in the chat if this is good, if this is helping you. First module of your online course, mindset. I'm going to use me as the example. You can just plug and play. Use the example, use your business, plug it in, right? So mindset is the first module. Mindset has lessons under it. So the first lesson is your online course is the best business asset, because I now need to get you to believe what I believe. I now need to go through indoctrination. So in lesson 1, your online course is the best business asset. I'm now going to take lesson 1 and convert lesson 1 into a week of content, 7 days of content. Any person that purchases from you, it usually takes 7 to 13 times for someone to interact with your content before they make a purchase. There are some special people that see you one time and buy because they are decisive, and that's amazing. Like, I hope some of you special people are watching right now and you see this and you're like, yes, first time I'm hearing her and I'm ready, right? But essentially it's going to be 7 to 13, 3 times before someone buys. So if in my content, module 1, mindset, lesson 1, your online course is a business asset, I'm going to have 7 interaction points talking about your online course is the best business asset. I now take the content from inside of my course and I bring it outside of my course. Your course is not a secret. Time out for making your solutions a secret. Like, people have this concept that the time that the people get the best is when they come inside and they view your course. No. I'm giving you the best out the gate so that you want to continue to consume my content. I remain top of mind. And the minute you're ready to make an investment, you say, I want to work with Krisha because her content is a car that's a full solution. It's a basic. It can get you a full solution. It's not a car that's missing tires, an engine, and a trunk. So when you put random things on social media in your content, it's like a vehicle that cannot move because there's no tires, no engine, or no trunk. So I'm taking lesson 1 and I'm converting it into 7 days of content. I'm converting it even into emails. So when I create the 7 days of content, I'm going to take the 7 days and now convert it into an email that goes to my list. So you see how my course is not a secret. My course now becomes my actual content. It's a full solution. It's the basic vehicle. It now teaches people how I can help them. And I no longer have to struggle with creating random content and not knowing what to talk about, what to post about, or what to email about. Yes, yes? Yes, yes? Drop yes, yes in the chat if that's good. All right, so I want to show you an example of like a challenge that I do. Am I going to do this challenge? I don't know. So I'm going to show you an example just to show you how I move my course into actual content, right? If this is helping you, please let me know in the chat. Krisha, this is helping me. This is good. I want to pull up, my Trello. I hope you guys can see this. I think you should be able to see it. Okay, so this is an example of my challenge, right? And I'm actually going to give all of my mentees next week. Following week, I start a new mentorship group where I'm going to teach them how to create their message, and I'm going to give them my actual templates and my actual steps, right? So you would see here, this is a 5-day challenge. It's day 1, what I'm going to talk about, course creation, right? Day 1 exercises. I hope you guys can see this. Then it goes on to day 2. Let me see if I can zoom it up a little bit. It doesn't zoom in. Okay, let me see. Can I zoom this up? Yes, I can zoom it up. So then it talks about day 2. I talk about the course roadmap. Then I give the exercises. Then day 3, course delivery. Day 4, course revenue, exercises. Day 5, course support, exercises. So now this is 5 modules for a challenge, right? Now, if I go back to module 1 or exercise 1, which is course ideas, essentially what I want to do here is I can use any of these lessons under day 1 and create content. So the first thing says, pick a target group for your course. Now, this is inside of my challenge, but let's say I am now converting this into content. I'm now going to drill into lesson 1 and create content. How to pick your target group for your online course. How to know that you have the right target. How to market to that target. So you see how my course becomes my content because I look at what I'm going to teach inside of my actual program and I bring it on the outside as content by giving a full solution to the people that are viewing my content. I hope you're understanding today. My biggest thing that I want you to get out of this strategy that I'm teaching you is that content is not separate from what you create. It's not separate from your course. It's a part of your course. The first time you hear the items of my course should not be when you purchase it. You should hear it all the time in my content because it's a part of the indoctrination process. Then I say, okay, pick your course position. Where do you want to position your course? So week 1, I'm going to talk about picking your target. Week 2, I'm going to talk about picking where you want to start your course. Do you want beginners? Do you want advanced? Do you want people in the middle? What type of people do you want on the inside of your course? So you see now how having my outline, right? And I'm going to give my mentees this actual process, like give them exactly what I do and how I do it and my templates so that they can follow and they can do the same thing. You see now how it's a full solution because I'm teaching my entire lesson 1 in bite-sized forms for my ideal participant. It means when they read my content, like I have a couple freebies. One of them is to audit your course. Now, if you download that freebie, and you can get it right now, prmblueprint.com/course audit or audit course, something like that. It's somewhere in my bio on this page. It's a full solution, even though it's free. Because I don't want to sell people a car that does not have tires, an engine, seats. Everything that you promote needs to be a full solution. So do not think even in your content that your content is a partial solution and then you're going to get people to upgrade to want to work with you. No, the basic does what the basic does. My car came with everything. It can move from point A to point B. Yes, it might not have fancy rims. Yes, it might not have reverse cameras. Yes, it might not have fog lights, like all the other things that the upgrade and the fully loaded has, but it's a full solution. So I want to admonish you, my business owners, when you're creating your content should be a full solution. Don't give people little bite-sized pieces thinking that, oh, I'm going to hold my content. I'm going to, when they purchase, they will get it. No, when they purchase, it should be even better. So I would imagine the fully loaded vehicle is even better than the one that I have, but the one that I have works. So in your content, mindset, module 1, the first week of content that you will create for your platform, take every lesson from inside of that actual mindset. And remember, I told you mindset is what does your ideal course participant need to believe that you believe? What do they need to know to make them successful inside of your course? How will they be successful inside of the course? all of this is mindset. You now move that into your actual content and you now give value to your audience. So when you create your online course and you create your 8 modules, you have 8 weeks of content, and you're now able to now convert people at a higher rate, because the first time they're getting a result with your solution is not when they hire you to create or to help them with their course or they purchase a product. The first time that they get a result should be from your content. The first time that they get a result should probably be free. The first time that they get a result should be your free that's now converting them into something higher. So I need us to go out and to look at our content and make sure that we are selling a basic of our solution, but it has the ability to provide a full solution. Now, I told you guys I am going to be teaching my mentees over the next, we start not next week, the following week. Over the next 8 weeks, I'm going to spend time with them to teach them my exact process. If you're listening to this now and you're saying, listen, I need to be mentored by Krisha, I need to get this insight, please shoot me a DM, a message, an inbox, and tell me that you're interested in being mentored. It's only about 10 people I want to take this time, because my group coaching is like one-on-one coaching. Even though you're in a group, I give you individual attention, because I want to show you that for you to succeed in the market, especially in 2023, you have to have different cutting edge strategies, and you need to know how to transfer your actual online course into content, and the content into actual paying clients that converts. So I'm going to help you work on your messaging. I'm going to help you work on how do you get money from inside of your online course. Now, let me say this. A lot of people, there's a lot of talk screaming about passive income, and we want passive income. Have you guys heard anything about passive income? Or maybe you're saying, I want passive income, and everybody's like, oh, passive income, making money while I'm sleeping, It all sounds good. It sounds amazing. But passive income doesn't mean the absence of work. Passive income means in the absence of you, your system is as good as you. I'm going to say that again because it needs to sink in for some of my business owners. Passive income means in the absence of me doing the work, my system works as good as me. So when you sell someone a digital product or an online course or a program, and let's say it's evergreen, it's videos, it doesn't mean that you are absent. It means in my absence, these videos, these worksheets, this course, this program, this messaging is as good as me in my absence. And that's how you make solid passive income. We've had a lot of people in the industry create online courses, and you might hear people say, oh, the online course market is saturated. Everyone has a course. People no longer want to purchase courses because of whatever reason. But the market is not saturated. It's saturated with people who are just selling information. But there's a small percentage of people who are actually getting transformation and results based on the design of their online courses. I'll give this example before we end, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the chat. I go back after and I look at the chat and I answer any questions that you guys might have. I'll send you a personalized message if I need to answer your question. But I remember in 2022, I purchased an online course from someone, and when I purchased the online course and I hit play on the first video, guys, when I hit play, this is what I heard. Welcome to 2019. This is our amazing year. Like, we're going to have a great 2019. And they keep saying, oh, yes, 2019. And I'm like, wait a minute, we are in 2022. So even though the strategies that they were teaching in their course, maybe it's still relevant, I couldn't get past the experience because all I heard was them saying 2019. An online course is not just videos that you repurpose and you put on a platform and you try to sell it as an information exchange. What you have some people doing in the industry is that they are doing lives like I'm doing right now, this live. They're doing, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live, and they're just repurposing that. They're going live for like 10 days, repurposing it, putting it in a platform and selling it as a course. While there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, in terms of your user experience, your success with that type of course is going to be very low and very slim, because the moment someone logs on, the course was not created for them. It was not created with them in mind. It was created for a live audience. There's a very different type of delivery style for a live video and a live audience that's meant for engagement. Like, I'm going to say, hi, Jenny. Hi, LaDonna. Hi. So an online live video is meant for engagement. It's meant for Q&A. It's meant for different type of experience. Please, if you're listening to me right now, do not listen to anyone telling you go live and convert those lives into your course, put it on a platform and sell it. Listen, if you're going to do that, I would prefer you just give it free as a basic solution and just tell someone, I've done a training on XYZ. Here, this is access to the training. Do not put that behind a paywall and call it an online course. And that's what people have been doing. So I purchased this course and I'm hearing 2019, hey guys, and I'm hearing all of this engagement. The customer experience is very bad, and that's why does not qualify as an online course. So we have a lot of that in the industry, and that's fine. Listen, I'm not knocking anyone that produces that way and gets the result. I know for me, I'm not sitting down to listen to 1 hour long training with that doesn't cater to my learning style and is not catered to an online course. This is why you want to make sure when you're creating your online course that you don't only think about information and videos. You think about steps that generate transformation. And that's what I teach my clients. So inside of the mentorship, that's what we're going to do as well. We're going to design your winning online course. And remember, I said an online course is the most powerful business asset because you can deliver it in various ways. And you can have multiple streams of passive and active income from your course if you just know how to use your course. Your course can become a podcast. Your course can become an audio course. Your course can become an email course. Your course can become evergreen. Your course can become a masterclass. It can become a retreat. Your course can become speaking engagements. Your course can become a book. Like, your course can become multiple things, right? But it has to be done well so that it translates. And then you don't have to have the headache around content because your course is your content. So once the course is created well, you have some powerful dynamic content that will now convert into clients. And when that converts into clients, you now get success. You now get people who are completing your program and getting rave results. So if you are interested in working with me for 8 weeks, please shoot me a message. Let's get on a call. Let's make sure that it's a good fit. Let's make sure that you're ready to jump on board for this mentorship program where I will help you create your offer, your messaging, give you all of my templates, share everything that will help you to now create a successful business. But if you have any questions, whether you work with me or not, if you have any questions, please leave them below this video and I will make sure to go back and answer them. So I hope this has helped you guys. I think maybe next week I will probably come back to go through the different modules of your online course. I shared with you that an online course has up to 8 modules, which is 8 weeks, 2 months of content. We spoke today about mindset, the first module. So I will come back and I will share with you in subsequent trainings what each module does and how you can convert that into content. My name is Krisha Sarah Bowen and I teach and help online entrepreneurs to create premium, profitable online courses. So if that's something that you want to do, then I'm your girl. Shoot me a message. We could work it together in mentorship, or if you want to do something further, let's work together and get you your premium, profitable online course platform. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.